Going to college doesn't guarantee you a high-paying job. In fact, it doesn't guarantee you a job at all. I'm receiving a lot of messages from people in this job market in 2024 saying, my kid just finished college, they can't get a job anywhere, or I'm just about to finish college and I'm applying all over and I'm not hearing back for employers. Listen, we are in a hard employer market right now. Just to give you a couple of things to look at for where we're at. Job growth announced for April is the slowest in 6 months at only 175,000 jobs. Wages are the slowest in growth in 3 years. Prices have gone up over 20%. That's really low in my estimate. In, 3 years since 2020. So let's be a little bit more honest and forthright here, especially with our kids, our young people, and those of you that have just finished a degree as to what the employment market really looks like. Right now, employers are valuing experience over college for the first time in a very long time. And the reason for that is that we have a ton of our kids going to college and getting out with degrees that do not in any way prepare them for the job market. Now, I have an undergrad in psychology. I can't do a single thing with that degree. Okay, you have to get a master's or even doctorate to make any kind of real money with that degree. I had to go on to an MBA program to be able to make the kind of money that I wanted to make. So what you're looking at here is that, yes, college is a valuable experience. No, I'm not saying it's wasted. I get that you want to have experiences. You want to learn about all kinds of different things. But you have to look at this from the employer's point of view as well if you're in the job market and struggling to get a role. And that is that if they look at candidate A that just finished a 4-year degree, and you look at candidate B that just spent 4 years working in that field, candidate B is much more valuable to them because they have 4 years of practical experience in the field that they are hiring the job for. So there's some professions you absolutely have to have a degree. You've got to have an engineering degree to be an engineer, a nursing degree to be a nurse. You've got to go pre-med to be a doctor. You've got to go pre-law to be a lawyer. I get all of that. But if you have a liberal arts degree, if you have a general business degree, these types of things are not what employers are absolutely going after right now. Yeah, Ivy League schools to, Fortune 500 companies. Yeah, there's absolutely a pipeline right there. But what I'm saying is that if you went for a business degree and somebody worked in a similar business for 4 years, that's more valuable to the employer. If you went for a marketing degree and someone spent the last 4 years working in marketing, trying campaigns, trying different social media, trying different techniques, succeeding, failing, whatever, it's more valuable to an employer. So what I would tell you going forward is advice from this. Until the market turns back into an employee market, if you are thinking about what degree you want to go for or to tell your kids to go for, tell them to go for something practical. Or if you want to be really wise, send them to trade school instead. HVAC techs, electricians, plumbers, welders, they're all making over $100,000 for programs that only last between 6 months to a year and a half. Most of these people come out of programs without debt or very minimal debt and can go right into a lot of times union jobs with union benefits. Trade school is so far ahead of college right now for pipeline as to what it can actually practically do for people. And also, if you've got connections, if your family has done well or whatever it happens to be, and you can do the pipeline where you go immediately from college into a good company, great. If you don't, then consider the fact that employers are weighing more heavily right now that you have 4 years of experience rather than a 4-year degree with no experience. If you really do want to go to college for a certain career field, before you go, make sure you know this is the job that I'm going to get when I get out of college. Because people that talk to me and say, well, Matt, I'm going for this degree, doesn't mean anything. You have to know what job you're actually going to be going for when you get out of college, because engineers know they're going to be engineers. Nurses know they're going to be nurses. If you go for a business degree, a liberal arts degree, you're going to be See? That's what happens when people get out of the job, into the job market when they just get out of college. And so I went to college. I understand how this whole process works, but I tell you, choose practical degrees. go to trade school if it's an option, or consider if working is an option, getting some certifications in your field to better yourself. And when new opportunities come within your company, apply. When new opportunities come at other companies that are a step up for you, if you don't have upward mobility in your company, move. But don't waste your time on impractical degrees that don't translate to the real world in this job market, in this economy. Don't sit out there with 4 years of debt that you cannot turn into more money. I know a lot of people have been sending me messages saying, Matt, I just got my degree in philosophy and I'm a barista right now. I can't find anything else. I get it. I know that it's a temporary situation, that we have an employer market. It'll swing back to an employee market again, like we had in 2022. But it's going to be a minute with the way the economy is right now. So I hope this helps and you guys can look at this practically. I understand that sometimes when I make these videos, people get offended because of my point of view, or because they just paid $60,000, $100,000 for a degree when they watch this video. They might get upset. I don't care, because I'm trying to help you get hired. I'm trying to help you get jobs, and people are really struggling in this economy. So I want to be honest with people so they can really decide what they want to do. If you're already in a program in college and you know that you want to work in that field afterwards, you better make sure that in summers, in freelance, in internships, in side hustle jobs, you're already getting some practical experience in this field, because in this economy, employers want experience. I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys in the next one.